Hey guys, Stephanie here, and I am back with another episode of Asagao Academy. I know I'm most likely pronouncing Asagao wrong, but whatever. Let's continue this. What was that like? Were the students mean? Do you have a lot of friends? I mean, who went to private? I always went to private school. Wait, what? I'm making up words right now. I always went to private schools. My parents work a lot, and my dad goes overseas, so I think they stuck me here for convenience. Oh, hey, what's that? I removed an ornately patterned origami crane from the black box and was setting it on the unclaimed writing desk. Oh, this? My mother made it for me a long time ago. I set it beside a stack of thick textbooks which I assumed were provided for me. Wow, it's so pretty. I never see paper like that before. Oh yeah, the lights. Let me get them. May went to her own desk. I was gonna say her on desk. Her own desk, opened the drawer and pulled out a long, tangled string of fairy lights. I thought these would look nice. Here, help me string them up. She grabbed a container of push pins, then pulled her wooden desk chair out and over to one wall. Okay, I was like, over the wall? What? Over to one wall. I did the same with my own. Together we painted the lights around the perimeter of the room. How is the rain? The rain? I'm not dyslexic, but I don't know what's going on with me right now. How's the train ride over? Did you meet anyone? No, not really. I was in a compartment with some guy and... Some guy? Huh? Was he cute? Yeah, I guess. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even get his name. May seemed disappointed for a moment, then perked back up. You'll have to point him out to me if you see him again. Oh, okay. Once we finished stringing the lights, May climbed down from her chair and brushed her hands together triumphantly. Done! Okay, now it's time for lunch. The food is pretty good. There's this ramen place down the street from campus that's like out of this world. The school only lets us leave campus on weekends. May walked to the window. We could go today because it's Sunday, but it's pretty nice out. But I guess you might want to go to the cafe since you just got here. You could... Maniacal laugh. She's suddenly interrupted by her own enthusiastic laughter. Oh my gosh, Mimi Santos? Well, in Portuguese you pronounce it Santos. I'll just go ahead and pronounce it like that. Mimi Santos totally just tripped outside and fell on her face. I saw it. Oh, is that mean to laugh? Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh well, anyways, let's go eat. I'm totally starved. She led me out of the room before I even had the chance to respond. The cafeteria was buzzing with students excited for the new year. My bad. The only people as nervous looking as I felt were the tables of skittish, wide-eyed first years. Bleh. I stepped into the line behind taking an empty plastic tray. We shuffled through, asking for helpings from the sulky cafeteria workers when we passed something that looked good. With full trays, Mai led me straight to a table in the back where a few students were already sitting. Mai sat down and I took a seat across from her. Hi, Mai. How was your break? It was good. I went to Italy and Spain. Dad fell off a ski jet and broke his ankle. What? It's better now, though. Oh. Well, that's nice. That response, though. I expected to be introduced, but the girl turned back to her group of friends and Maya turned back to me. She began to assault her food with a fork and tell me, in a particularly minute-by-minute account, about her fleeting romance last summer with the boy she met on the beach that didn't go further than a few salty kisses. I sat back and I let Mai talk. For the first time since arriving on campus, I felt like I was finally able to breathe. I picked at my Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke. The more she talked, the more I began to notice small details about her. She had a high, songbird voice. What? She was dynamic, her face twisting this way and that into exaggerated expressions as she spoke. She laughed often. She imitated people in widely unflattering voices, seemingly unrelated to her actual opinion of them. But most notably, she talked a lot. I didn't find this particularly annoying, as it filled the silence and she hardly ever asked questions that required my full attention. Just as Mai was rounding off a shockingly detailed account of the time she accidentally walked in on her friend's older brother in the act of changing, a flash of a familiar green caught my eye. I glanced over. Hey, that's him! Huh? Who? I leaned across the table to whisper, just in case he could hear me through the ambient chatter of the lunchroom. The boy from the train. That's him. Jared? Yeah. With the weird green jacket and swoopy hair. Swoopy hair. Okay. He just picked up his tray and was walking past us when something seemed to catch his eye. Oh, you. Just this song makes him have like a really sassy voice, but I can't do that right now. I looked up at him, suddenly realizing he was talking to me. I met you on the train. How are things settling down for you? Really well. I found my roommate and she's been helping me out. I gestured to Mai, who was thunderstruck. In fact, looking around, everyone was. People stopped eating to turn and stare at Jared and me, my shoulders bunched around my neck. Turtle. Well, if you ever need any help, I'll be around. Dear to you, right? I nodded. Some of my friends are in that year, of course. They can't compare to me. But I'll give them the heads up to look out for you. Nice. He flashed a dazzling smile, then winked. Isn't he supposed to have like blinding teeth? So basically him smiling is blinding me and everybody else that's staring at him? It's the least I can do for such a cute girl. Well, I'll see you around. I watched a turn of thoughts raging through my head as he took a seat next to a bunch of guys who were all wearing the same jacket. That's Jared. She tore her eyes away from him and looked at me. He's the most beautiful guy in school. Oh, Jared. Okay, you're having some problems there. I can't believe he just looked at me. I looked at Mai. Her cheeks were glowing an indecent pink? I think that's how you pronounce that. Why do they all wear those jackets? Aren't all the guys supposed to wear blue blazers as part of their uniform? No, they're allowed to. They're, Jared. Oh, wait, what? You know Jared? I was like, you know Jared. I'm like, oh. Then I realized that it was somebody else, and not my talking. That girl turned back around and was looking at me with sudden interest. Did I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes, so not really. We weren't friends or anything. But looking around, Maya and this girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everybody seemed to be listening in. They seemed so surprised when he talked to me. Maybe a little white lie couldn't hurt. No, I don't really know him other than that I know his name is Jared and he's part of the... Well, I don't know that he's part of the Normal Boots yet, because I think will tell me that here in a bit, but I know he's Jared and I know that he's a boy and I know that he's a part of a club. And I met him on the train. Not weird at all. Oh, wow, she got all sassy. Look at that stare, she's all mad. She looked me up and down, sniffed and turned away. Sniffed? She looks down, looks up, and then goes away. Like, why are you sniffing? What the? Mike leaned towards me. Don't mind Mimi. She was just trying to get in with you, yeah. Get in with me? Why? Well, you asked me about those guys and their jackets, right? Jackets. Speaking tongue now. Those are their Normal Boots club jackets. They're what? What's Normal Boots club? Oh no. Oh no. It's a club we have at school here. It's like totally exclusive and full of only the coolest students. They get together and play video games or something. That one right there is John, also known as JonTron. His bird's name is Jax. I think that's how I think there's a different way that you pronounce it, but I'll go ahead and pronounce it Jax, because I don't really know how to pronounce it. John is also the president of the drama club here at school. Next to him is PBG. He and John founded the Normal Boots Club together. PBG is one of the best soccer players on our team. Then there's Gerard. People call him the complexionist because he's obsessed with completing things. He has the biggest itty bitty kitty collection I've ever seen. What is itty bitty kitty? What? Next to him is Jared, also known as Pro Jared. He's a model. Well then, that explains the sparkles. Then there's Satchbag, but everyone calls him Satch. He's like crazy smart. Those guys over there are Paul, Nick, and Josh. They write a column in the school newspaper called Continue. Paul, the one standing up, is the student council president. And the guy on the end there is Shane. He knows more about video games than anyone, ever. If I'm not mistaken, his channel is Did He Know Gaming? Or something like that? I think so. Okay. She exhaled a dreamy sigh into her mashed potatoes. She is in love with mashed potatoes. So, how would someone, join the Normal Boots Club? You don't choose the boots, Hannah. The boots choose you. What does that even mean? You have to be I was gonna say you have to be the president. You have to be presented with the boots to be in the club, and they're like super selective. What are the boots? The club has this boot statue. It's like the one on their patches, but it's gold plated. It's their mascot, I guess. They do this weird initiation ritual with it. Ritual? I hear they fill a room with candles and wear these totally creepy robes during initiation. This year two girl said she saw it once and they were all like chanting around the booths and it sounded like they were talking backwards or talking tongues. But I don't believe her, and even if it's true, I don't care if they're a cult because they're all really hot. Oh gosh. Do they have a lot of friends? Yeah, tons of friends. I'd say they're the most popular kids in school. I mean, everyone in the school totally looks up to them. I bet they could get any girl in school, too. Or boy, for that matter. Hey, are you gonna eat your cake? I shook my head and pushed the plastic tray across the table to her. For the remainder of lunch, I listened to my talk about Jared through mouthfuls of half-dissolved frosting. That's kind of gross. Back at the dorm, I sorted through the pile of textbooks the school left for me. My radio was playing a poppy tune, equal parts music to static. May fervently scribbled in a notebook at her desk, hunched over it with strikingly poor posture. Hey, May! Or Mai. I forgot her name already. She didn't bother to look up. Am I supposed to have a textbook for History 309? She shuffled through the papers on her desk before producing a thick textbook. A demure man in a powdered wig frowned at me from the cover. Yeah, this one. I sighed. I don't have that one. The school must have missed it. I shrugged and set the textbook back in her pile. They have a bunch at the library. You can just check one out. Here. Where's the library? I riffled through her notebook and wrote something down. She tore the page out and handed me a crudely drawn map. Oh, okay. Well, I'll be back in a little bit. It took me at least 20 minutes to find the library. By the time I realized I was holding the map upside down, the sun was setting. The library was much larger than I expected. The walls lined from floor to ceiling with books of all sizes in rough wooden shelves. On rough wooden shelves. Intimidated, I headed for the front desk. A recognizably green and gray jacket was bent behind the counter. Normal boots? Okay, I'm gonna stop right here because I think he will pop up if I click once more. Not 100% sure who's supposed to pop up, but from what Mai said, the really smart one, Satchel, or Satchbag, I think is another way you call him, I don't know. But yeah, basically Satchel might pop up since he reads a lot of books and he's super smart. Out of all of them, I guess? I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I will really appreciate that. And go ahead and put some comments down below saying if you're enjoying this or not, because I really am. It's really cool. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.